Hello, this is Miss Brothers, and I will be reading from this book, Totally True Adventures, The Titanic Sinks. We are going to start on the first page with the introduction. In late April 1912, Mayor William J. Gaynor of New York City received a postcard from Europe. It was dated April 11. The front of the postcard was a picture of a huge ocean liner plowing through the waves. The ship had 4 large smokestacks and a vast black hole. It was the Royal Mail steamer Titanic. Mayor Gaynor turned over the postcard and read the message scrawled on the back. Guess you had better chain up the Statue of Liberty to a skyscraper on Fifth Avenue. Better instruct the United States fleet to tow her in, or I guess New York will be wiped off the map. The postcard was signed by Seton Blake, a steward on the Titanic. Blake had mailed his message to the mayor just as the ship started its first voyage from Europe to New York. Blake thought that the Titanic was so big and powerful that it would swallow up the Statue of Liberty as it passed by. After all, the Titanic was the greatest ocean liner ever. To build the Titanic took almost 3 years. Its owner, the White Star Line, had spared no expense in making this the best ship afloat. When all the work was done, the Titanic had cost more than $10 million, a mind-boggling amount back in 1912. From front to back, the Titanic measured 882 feet, almost as long as 3 football fields. The steel plates of the Titanic were held in place by more than 3 million metal rivets. The rivets alone weighed 1,200 tons. The ship's mammoth rudder was as tall as a house and weighed 100 tons. The Titanic had 3 giant propellers, powered by steam engines as strong as 46,000 horses. The ship was designed with 2 goals in mind: comfort and stability. Advertisements for the Titanic described it as the most sumptuous palace afloat. Newspapers called it the Wonder Ship, the last word in luxury, and the Millionaire Special. As long as 4 city blocks and as tall as an 11-story building, the Titanic was incredible. For its first voyage, the ship was scheduled to travel from Southampton, England, to New York. But the Titanic never made it to New York. By the time Blake's postcard was delivered to Mayor Gaynor, the Titanic was in pieces on the ocean floor, under 2.5 miles of freezing salt water. More than 1,500 people, including Seton Blake, had died along with the ship. The entire world was shocked when the Titanic went down, only 5 days into its first voyage. Instead of signifying comfort and stability, the Titanic came to stand for disaster and terror. Today, 85 years after the wreck of the Titanic, people are still fascinated by the death of the great ship. What was it like to sail on the Titanic? What happened that fateful night when it sank beneath the waves? How did anyone survive the terrible accident? And most important of all, how could such a disaster ever happen?